Chapter 27, The Lieutenant's Office. Thomas Little was about to take a bite of his lunch when Carl Boyles nudged him with his elbow and nodded toward a white convict walking past their table in the prison dining room. The inmate lived on the same tier as Little and Boyles. "He's got a shank," whispered Boyles. "Gonna be a sticking." The white inmate was carrying a towel over his right hand as if he were a waiter as he walked past the tables in the white section of the dining room and moved toward the serving line by the entrance. Little suddenly understood what was happening. The night before, the white inmate had gotten into a fist fight with a black convict a few cells down from the cell house and A cell house that Little and Boyle shared. Everyone but the guards at the end of the tier, who were busy talking, had heard the scuffle, and as soon as the other convicts saw that a black and white were fighting, the inmates on their tier automatically segregated themselves. A dozen whites stood in one corner, and a similar number of blacks formed a group across from them. It was an instinctive move. Neither race was going to allow the other to step into the fray. The fist fight had not been an even match. The more skillful black quickly got the better of his opponent. At one point, he held the white convict in a headlock, and the watching blacks began to laugh as the white inmate threw wild punches and gasped for air. When he finally broke free, he stumbled away. "Come on, white boy," the black inmate jeered, dancing before him with raised fists. "Fuck this, I'm gonna kill you, motherfucker," the white inmate replied. He headed down the tier, apparently in search of a knife. Darting into a nearby laundry room, the black snapped off a metal handle from a mop wringer and then returned to the tier. He dropped the weapon inside a trash can and stood next to it with his arms folded across his chest, waiting for the white inmate to return. Bowles and Little had watched the fist fight, as had Norman Bucklew, and each of them had expected to see a stabbing. But the white inmate didn't return, and his opponent eventually went to his cell for the 10 o'clock lockdown. The next morning, several whites confronted the white inmate and demanded to know what he intended to do. He had embarrassed all of them by fighting so poorly and then disappearing. Now, as he walked across the dining hall, Little realized that the inmate was about to show everyone that he was not scared. Prison officials were so busy standing mainline that they didn't notice the white inmate as he moved within a few yards of them. His target, facing the other way, hadn't noticed his approach either. He was standing in line talking to a friend when the white inmate suddenly dropped the towel, revealing a 17-inch knife. He lunged forward, driving the knife directly into the center of the black man's back. He had tried to sever his victim's spinal cord, but the long blade slid off the backbone and thrust all the way through the man's body, poking through the front of his white shirt. He gasped and fell forward. The white convict pulled out the bloody knife and started to swing again. But Jacob Tyler, a guard who had only worked for the Bureau for 6 months, tackled the knife-wielding convict, knocking him to the floor. Other guards quickly overpowered him. You got me," he yelled as he was being handcuffed and jerked to his feet. Other guards were standing over the black inmate, who lay clutching his chest. Blood poured from the wound. "We have to live with these black motherfuckers, but we don't have to take their shit," the white convict yelled as he was being led from the room. "I'm feeling fine. Why don't you ask that fucking ninja how he feels?" Little turned back to his salad. Bowles took a drink of coffee, and prison officials resumed standing mainline. Over the years, the Bureau had learned that it was better to continue on as if nothing had happened after such incidents, rather than to send everyone to their cells. None of the convicts who watched the stabbing had taken part in it. Therefore, locking them up would seem unjust punishment to them and only spark more violence. The attack would be handled through the normal procedures. No special searches for weapons would be done. Within 10 minutes of the stabbing, orderlies had mopped the blood up off the floor, and everything in the mess hall was back to normal.